offensive fireworks. Doris might be a little disappointed in this one.
Right, Kev, but if you love gritty defensive play, this is the place to be. Listen, we may not get spectacular buckets, but I guarantee you every point is going to be well earned.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. DiVincenzo finds Randall, gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randle. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
Holiday with the three. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Tatum against Randall. Back to McDaniel. Up top, DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Clock at 4. DiVincenzo with the screen for Edwards. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Now here's Tatum. Following the miss by Julius Randle. Busted. No good that time either.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Shot by McDaniels. No good. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And it's Jason Tatum with a 3. Tatum's got 5 now.
Boy, you love the rise and fire off the bounce by Jason Tatum. That is not easy.
Offensive rebound. Gobert. For the 3. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. We talked about how they plan to deal with Jaylen Brown. He said Brown's explosive off the dribble, so we have to have bodies in front of him, be physical with him, stay connected with him at all times. We'll see if they can keep Jaylen in check. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Now Porzingis after the missed 3 from Derek White. Right side Porzingis. Brown inside the line. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. It's good from long range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Tatum with the screen on DiVincenzo. Lets it go from deep. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Holiday. 8 points for him.
But how about the answer from Jason Tatum? Say it with your chest, Jason.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you gotta look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Brown finds Porzingis. Over Gobert. Gobert with the block.
Wow, insanely tough to get a shot off when Rudy Gobert is around. Wow.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. Randall no good. Celtics trail by 3.
First team foul. And for the Wolves,
Here's Pritchard. Out to the right wing. Hauser the pass to Brown. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Austin making some changes. Torrey Craig He's checked in for Luke Cornett, and it's Tatum in for Brown.
Jason Tatum.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Reed. Randall with the ball. Reed with a screen for Randall. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. 5 to shoot. Now here's Reed. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Horford from outside. Busted. No good that time either. Good if it goes. Got it to fall! It went down! He got it to fall!
He did it!
And so it's Minnesota with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. Right back after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Minnesota.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
On the floor for Boston, Torrey Craig is out there with Horford. Then it's Tatum, and it's Pritchard in at the 1. And when you look at Alexander Walker, Doris, so consistent from year to year.
This is a young man who knows his role, finds ways to help the team within the context of what the Stars are doing. And those are exactly the kind of role players you need in order to have a quality basketball team.
Right side, Edwards. Back to Miller. Alexander Walker on the wing. No scoring in this one. Pass to Conley. Jacks up a 3. Up again. Reed controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Tatum kicks to Craig. Here's Hauser, defended by Alexander Walker. This one for 3, and the basket by Hauser. Hauser's got himself on the board with 3 there.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Celtics trail by 7. Pass to Hauser, takes a 3, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, good vision from the inside and kicking it to the perimeter.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. Here's Pritchard, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Conley finds Alexander Walker. Shoots the 3. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Celtics trail by 4. And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
From past the arc, good on the triple. Reed's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Pritchard passes to Craig. Outside, Horford. There's the pick. Pass to Pritchard. Over Conley. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Timberwolves leading by 4. Alexander Walker passes to Reed. Picked by Reed. There's Miller with the 3. They get it back. 3-pointer. Rebound, Boston. Here's Pritchard. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Tatum passes to Pritchard. Stolen by Reed. Lobbed up there for Miller. Stolen by Tatum. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Here's Pritchard, covered by Conley. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Michael Conley. Miller, right side. Edwards looking it over. Reed with a screen for Edwards. Edwards cashing in from outside.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
And here is Craig. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Timberwolves lead by 7. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
And get ready for the big half-court shot. Drum by. They're taking about the shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Naz Reid with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Conley and Edwards are the guards. Joe Ingles is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Alexander Walker in at the small forward position. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. You know, many see Brown as a scorer, but Doris, he's put more of an emphasis on his defense in recent seasons.
You're exactly right, Kevin. He's taken tremendous pride in asking his coaches to put him on the best offensive player. When he's the point of attack defensively, look out. He can give a lot of headaches to ball handlers.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Joe Ingles. Daniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Gobert dishes to Randall. A 3-ball. Rebound, Boston.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Boy, don't let Porzingis get cooking from three-point territory. He is a sweet shooting big man.
McDaniels, a screen on Howland. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Terrific response from Edwards.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Brown against McDaniel. White setting the pick for Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Brown outside. Randall grabs the board. Timberwolves leading by 7. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Randall kicks to McDaniel. Edwards dishes to McDaniels. Timberwolves passing it around. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. Oh! That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
Nice.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Doris, I know the NBA is considering using technology to help officiate out of bounds and goaltending. Do you have a problem with that?
You know, Kev, at the end of the day, I think it is about getting the calls right. If there's a way to lift the load off these officials, even if it's around the margins, why not try it? Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Tatum with the screen on Edwards. Brown the pass to Porzingis. From outside, off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Edwards.
Oh, give you a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
No good on the three. Timberwolves leading by 10. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Brown feeling it out a bit. That's to Porzingis. Lets the three fly. That doesn't go either for Porzingis. And so Gobert will bring it up for Minnesota. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Holiday, the pass to Tatum. Over Edwards. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Tatum's got 10 points.
Well, you love the way Tatum will take the mid-range if it opens up to him.
Picked by Randall, beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. That's tipped. And here they come. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. The Timberwolves shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. That's a 2 from Randall. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Celtics trail by 9. Pritchard passes to Brown. Horford sets a screen for Brown. Out to the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Hauser. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. He's got 8.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Randall against Horford. Fires for 3. And Julius Randall with the 3. Randall's got the lead up to 10 now for Minnesota.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. They've got Jason Tatum. And it's Hauser in at the 3. Launches it. They get it again. Clark kicks to Edwards. The 3. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Minnesota making a switch. Ingles is checked in. The Celtics making a switch here. Clark against Tatum. Over Clark. Top of the key jumper, no good. Minnesota leading by 9. The tray. The shot missing. Tatum on the wing. There's Tatum's range on display.
Watch out. Tatum's going to stretch the defense all over the place if he's knocking down threes from the corner.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Pass to Ingles. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Edwards. Nice move. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Edwards got 20.
That's where patience pays off for Anthony Edwards. The clock is dwindling, but he's keeping his poise.
Tatum places the three.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
Yeah, and if he can stay hot from out there, his three-point shot could be the tool they use to win this game.
Edwards passes to Reed. Mark against Tatum. Now here's Reed. That one wide left. And Horford will bring it up for the Boston Celtics, trailing by 5. Here's Pritchard. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reed's got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's Ingles outside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ingles. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Joe Ingles. McDaniels, he's checked in for Clark. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Dillingham. Outside, Porzingis for 3. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Wow, Porzingis, no hesitation in the balance of the game. He delivers.
DiVincenzo with the screen for McDaniel. DiVincenzo kicks to Randall. McDaniels a screen on Tatum. Good on the three-point shot. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Julius Randle under tremendous pressure with the big bucket.
Here's White. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Minnesota's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. To McDaniel. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
2 open that time, made it look too easy. And now an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's White. Pass to Holiday. 4 on the clock. Boston needs to get off a shot. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Porzingis has got a couple of 3-pointers now in the fourth for the Celtics. DiVincenzo passes to McDaniels. Edwards with the screen for McDaniel. It's stolen by White. There's the lob to Brown. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, if you're going to be a franchise guy, you've got to want the ball in these clutch moments. Jaylen Brown doing work.
DiVincenzo kicks to McDaniel. Pass to Randall. Just 5 to shoot. Holiday with the block.
An aggressive defender who pressures ball handlers. Nobody should be surprised to see Holiday sending shots away.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's the first that brings them within 2 here. And so Tatum nails them both.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
And the foul called on Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Well, it doesn't get much bigger than that. A perfect trip to the line to give them the critical 3-point cushion. What poise.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. To force OT. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Titans clashing in this one.
Oh, my. B.A., I mean, there's no shortage of stars on either side of the ball. These tend to be statement games, sending a message by imposing their will.
And the Oklahoma City starting five. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward. Now here's Gobert. Pass to DiVincenzo. And stolen by Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. DiVincenzo picks him up. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Launches a 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make threes. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
Screen by Holmgren. Williams from long range. Sinks it. What range from downtown?
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere. Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league, so it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Randall, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Randall. Shot clock at 6. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Clark with Minnesota being a major player in the West now. Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And now the T-Wolves on the break. Allie LaForce had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Allie, what do you have to say?
I asked him specifically about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and what their defensive game plan is for him, and Coach said we have to be active, we have to keep him in front of us, and to try to limit his chances around the rim. Their offense really opens up when he's able to attack the basket, so let's see if the defense is up for the challenge. B.A.?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Williams. He has 6. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. Pass to DiVincenzo. McDaniels, a screen on Williams. Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo gets great lift on his shot, and right now playing at a great pace.
From deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Minnesota has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Edwards for 3. Offensive rebound. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Making the save, McDaniels secures the rock and gets the second chance look.
Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Throws it up high. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall.
Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And Conley subbed in for DiVincenzo. A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Alex Caruso in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Randall. That one no good.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area. Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Lets it go from the wing. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Randall with a steal. Clark to pass to Randall. Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 17-7 run. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter here. The fadeaway. Gilgeous-Alexander, no good.
When you're wide open like that, no need to fade away.
He shoots. Tries again. Pass to Shannon. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Back to Randall. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And here's Caruso. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Jalen Williams making things happen. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. Williams is out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Alex Caruso. And it's Wallace in at the shooting guard position. Wiggins, no good. Timberwolves trail by 7. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Oh, and Reed with a block. Here's Shannon, hounded by Wiggins. Jacks up a 3 after missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Pass to Caruso. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Caruso. Just 4 to shoot. Picked it. It's tipped. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks.
Smooth finish off a terrific feed.
Man, the timing and execution couldn't have been any better right there.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 3-pointer. The Thunder with another miss.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Wiggins gets it to go. The assist by Caruso. Wiggins has got his first bucket in this one. Kicks it out to Clark. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Reed. Lots of room. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
The Thunder have gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Caruso. Outside, Williams. The 3 is up. Gets the 3 ball to go. Williams has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And here's Clark for 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3. It goes on Aaron Wiggins. Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. A line change here for Oklahoma City. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Pass to Holmgren. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first half. 6 to shoot. Williams in the post. Randall's there, and they forced the shot clock violation. Great D by Conley's checked in for Clark. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Outside, DiVincenzo. Dort with a steal. Here's the break. Here's Williams. Right side, Joe. Let's go with a 3. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
He's such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
That's tipped and stolen by Hartenstein. Oklahoma City shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
DiVincenzo finds Randall. Lets it go from deep. Dort grabs the miss.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Oklahoma City shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First one falls for him. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Edwards is checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And he's going for the lob. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Williams from long range. They get it back. Pass to Hartenstein. Deflects the pass. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Thunder able to keep possession. Clock at 6. Joe with the ball. Randall's in his pocket. From deep, Holmgren. McDaniels with the rebound. In transition, here they come. Edwards for 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Edwards has got himself on the board with a 3 there. Here's Joe. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Thunder out in front, up by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Jalen Williams really making a difference here.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Now here's Williams. Williams a screen on McDaniels. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. He buries it from 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value-utility guy.
Here's Edwards. Oh! Edwards finishes the break.
Boy, Edwards doing a nice job excelling in transition. Has a really good understanding of how to field the lane and get where he needs to be.
Here's Hartenstein. The Thunder with another miss. The Timberwolves trail. For the tie. Out to DiVincenzo. book it. And it's Randall with the assist.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense is elite drive and kick ability.
Now, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Now here's Randall. Nice move. Hartenstein pulls it in. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The lead is 2. Dort outside. Fires the 3. Drills it from deep.
And these are the shots this team wants Dort taking. He understands his role in this offense.
Here's McDaniels. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
The kick out to Edwards. Can they get it? Edwards making it look so easy from deep.
The competitive fire of Anthony Edwards, admirable, going right back at him.
Gilgeous-Alexander against McDaniels. Nails it from 3. Williams has got 13.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Randall finds DiVincenzo. Back to Randall, looking to get back on track, and he hits the jump shot. Randall's got his second basket.
And, you know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randall, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Gilgeous-Alexander, pass to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Minnesota shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. Free throw good, Edwards.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Ingles, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Now here's DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo with a screen on Caruso. Pass to Edwards. Here's Edwards coming inside. And Edwards slams it in.
Fearless drive by Edwards, taking the ball right into the defense and finishing strong.
Here's Williams. Takes it inside. And Williams punches it home.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Now here's McDaniels. He's got 5. Ingles, a screen on Dort. And here's Edwards outside. On target from range. Edwards has got 14 points now in the second half.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Wallace with it. DiVincenzo covering. And here's Caruso outside. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Gobert. It's stolen. Wiggins outside. Caruso with it. Williams from long range. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've reached the end of the third. 3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Thunder with a lead. And Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the 4th. Alex Caruso is out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then it's Cason Wallace. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Jang in at the 5. To the middle. Caruso, the pass to Williams. The kick out to Wiggins. And here's Caruso outside. Hits the trifecta. And the Thunder lead by 5.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Reed a screen on Wiggins. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Reed for three. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by McDaniels.
Oklahoma City ball.
Thunder leading by 5. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. The three. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 5 rebounds tonight. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Reed a screen on Williams. Back to Daniels. Outside Edwards. There's a screen. 5 to shoot. Off target from outside.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
The kick out to Edwards. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Williams with it. Picked up by Reed. Over to the wing. Wallace outside. Here he goes. The kick out to Williams. Just 3 to shoot. And it goes straight through with a swish. Timberwolves trail by 7. Outside Reed. Pass to Edwards. Over Williams. Here's Reed. The kick out to Ingles. Another steal. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Wiggins for 3. And the three-pointer goes. And the Thunder lead by 10. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Thunder.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
You know something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
And it's Thunder's ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And here's Caruso outside. Another shot. Wiggins with another miss. Minnesota has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the 4th. 0 for 4. Edwards for 3. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting the rock every time.
Ingles from outside. Wallace pulls it in.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A good-looking shot from the wing. 1:49 left to play in the 4th. Here's Edwards. Outside, Alexander Walker. From the arc. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Releases. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Now here's Wiggins. Outside, Williams. Just 5 to shoot. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
When you're as good a passer and scorer as SGA, you'll get defenders to bite like that.
And Minnesota with some changes. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Ingles. And it's DiVincenzo in for Alexander Walker. So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Caruso. And it's Lou Dort in for Wallace. Here's Edwards using the vertical. Wow. There's 48 seconds left in the final quarter. Left side, Williams. Fades and shoots. Pass to Holmgren. The Thunder with another miss.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. The three is up. The shot comes out. Oh, deflected and stolen by Gobert. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And the toughness McDaniels plays with is impressive. He doesn't back down from any defender inside.
And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. Got a piece of it. Great D that time from Holmgren. DiVincenzo with the steal. DiVincenzo.
Tremendous hustle, working hard for that bucket.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 5-point game.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
Tries a three off the inbound. Can't connect. So we see Oklahoma City get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory.
Gray.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 slot.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Takes the 3. Rebound by the Celtics. Here's Tatum. Brown with a screen on Holmgren. And Tatum puts up a deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some.
Ooh, how about that extended range from Tatum? It's an absolute bomb.
Williams sends a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Porzingis for a 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, so often we see this. Transition buckets off turnovers.
And there's no defense for that. Live ball turnovers, they are the worst.
Shots good by Williams.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And here's Porzingis for a 3. Rebound by Williams. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
Buries the long-range jumper.
You want to be an NBA point? Take notes on Holiday running that pick and roll. Sometimes taking it yourself is the best option.
Dort passes to Holmgren. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Traps in the tray.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Holiday with it. Tatum setting the pick for Holiday. Wide open. And he gets the bucket. Holiday's got 5 points so far.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Out to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort wide open. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time. It's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Williams finds Holmgren. Back to Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Porzingis. 6 to shoot. From outside the arc. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go with a 3. The rebound by the Celtics. These Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Here's Tatum. Boston, no good that time either.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. 3-pointer. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Holmgren. From deep. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
The kick out to Holiday. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Holiday's got 8 points.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
Here's Dort. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Drew Holiday has been on display for the Celtics. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
On the floor for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second quarter. We've got Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams is out there with Aaron Wiggins. And it's Alex Caruso. And it's Wallace in at the 2 spot. Oklahoma City trailing. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from outside.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. People in the know how good of a defender he is.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Pritchard. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. The 3 from Tatum. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Now here's Caruso. Guarded closer. And a miss there on the triple.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Horford with the screen on Wallace. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Rebound by Williams.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
Here's Hauser, defended by Caruso. Boston again missing. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Boston's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Here's Pritchard. Wallace covering. Horford with the screen on Caruso. Hauser misses the 3. Thunder have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Wallace's shot is good. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Wiggins dishes to Wallace. Pass to Caruso. Wiggins sets a screen for Caruso. Wiggins in the post. Caruso looking for an opening. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Here's Hauser, defended by Caruso. Hauser misses.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Caruso, no good. Celtics trail by 3. Craig passes to Pritchard. Pass to Tatum. There's the screen. It's up a 3. The 3 from Tatum.
Watch
watch out. Tatum's going to stretch the defense all over the place if he's knocking down threes from the corner.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Caruso. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Tatum. There's the three. Craig pulls it in. In the corner, Tatum with it. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The shot, no good. Tie game in Boston. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
23.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Brown, and at the three, the small forward. That's the Boston Five. There's Williams with the three. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Porzingis sets the pick for White. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Hartenstein's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the one, he can shoot the ball, plus he is an all-league defender. So Derek White gives you everything you want in your backcourt.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Second half rolling along now, about a minute played here. Launches a three. Busted. No good that time either. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 6 rebounds here tonight. That's to Porzingis. Tatum against Holmgren. Here's White. There's the triple. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Here's Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Holiday. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Dort against Tatum. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Pass to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Porzingis can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Williams, a screen on Tatum. On the wing, Williams. He's covered by Brown. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 5 and hits one. Maybe he's ready to get back on track. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
White looking around. Holiday left side.
2 minutes.
For the lead. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Outside Williams. Holmgren in the corner. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Holmgren's got the lead up to 5 now for Oklahoma City. Porzingis with a screen on Holmgren. Taken away by Williams. Pushing it up. Here's Hartenstein. Outside, Dort. Ball's knocked loose. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him. The three from Tatum. They get the rebound. The wide open look here for Holiday. Drains the wing tray. 11 points in the game.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J. And at 6'4", he can get his shot off against just about anybody.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
That, David, remember a couple of years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. It's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Boston. It's a 5-point game. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Sinks the three-pointer.
So comfortable in that corner. You better get out to Brown. If you don't, he's going to be sinking these all night.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 7 with 4 seconds on the clock. It'll count. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And Oklahoma City, look at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Wiggins is out there with Alex Caruso. Then there's Wallace. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Jang in at the center. From downtown, rebound by Jang.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Jang with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander.
And still capable of being your defensive anchor. Horford is excellent at positioning himself to block shots. And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Here's Hauser. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Pritchard. Tatum with the screen on Caruso. Pritchard, and it's all evened up. Pritchard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Wallace outside. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Bangs home the trifecta. Wiggins has got his first 3 points of the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Hauser misses. The Thunder leading by 3. Here's Caruso. Offline with his 3. And here is Tatum. The 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Caruso. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Caruso. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Boston's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Shireman. Outside, Horford. To take the lead. Shot clock at 5. That shot misses.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
That bucket in no time at all. Gilgeous-Alexander's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Thunder. Tatum against Wiggins. Here's Shireman. Horford the pass to Pritchard. Horford with the screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hauser, defended by Caruso. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Wallace finds Caruso. Here's the 3. And the Thunder, another 3.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one.
And why not go to Horford? Big Al has played in so many big games, not intimidated by the moment.
The Celtics have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. To Hauser. Tatum with the screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Pritchard. Off target from three-point range. And here are the Thunder now. They lead by 4. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. No good from outside. Tatum against Gilgeous-Alexander. They set the pick. Pass to Hauser and taken away by Wallace.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That is his first foul of the game. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
In the corner, Wallace with it. Caruso with the ball.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. They seem to relish their role.
Up and down the depth chart, Coach. How important is that in assembling a contender?
Well, look, it's even more important, Brian, in the regular season than it is in the playoff. To get through a long NBA season and get yourself in good playoff position, you're going to need a lot of guys. 12, 13 guys at different points of the year are going to have to be ready to make contributions. Now, obviously, the team with the better starting five will have the edge, but depth can be a big factor even in the playoffs.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup.
Out of bounds.
Amp is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. Here's DiVincenzo. Randle right side. Sinks it from distance.
Yeah, a shot that Randle has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
Tatum against Randle. Takes the 3. Tatum can't hit. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
Few bigs stretch the floor like Porzingis. He can be just deadly from the arc.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Tatum with a steal.
Well, that's just a great feel for where the ball was going. He got himself in the right place and made the steal.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. McDaniels against Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Drives to the hoop. Porzingis for 3. The shot misses.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Randle against Holiday. Out to DiVincenzo. Back to Daniels. The 3. He can't get that one to fall.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. I asked him about Julius Randle and why he's so hard to stop. Coach said it's the ball handling, the spin moves, and the ability to finish against length. They want to try to force him right and take him out of his rhythm. Something many teams have tried, but few have accomplished. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Pass to White. The kick to Tatum. He shoots it. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
With his feet set, Tatum's gonna make you pay.
And coach, you look at Derek White, maybe not the biggest name, but he is a winning player.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's got a great feel for the game at both ends of the court. He is tremendously solid across the board.
The 3, Porzingis. That shot off the mark. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Here's McDaniels. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
We know Porzingis has range, but wow, that's a tough shot.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. Back to Daniels. Outside for Randle. The open shot by Edwards. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Edwards got 7 points.
Yeah, Edwards rarely passes on a chance to get his team points. He loves making an offensive impact.
He was all alone on that one.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
McDaniels finds Edwards. Back to Daniels. Pass to Gobert. And here's McDaniels, defended by Brown. Out to DiVincenzo. Three-pointer. Buries it from 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
White, the pass to Porzingis. And a miss there on the triple. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside, DiVincenzo. Knocks it down from distance. He has 6.
Yeah, nice dish by Gobert. With his height, he can see over the whole defense.
Holiday passes to Porzingis. Launches it. Porzingis can't get that one to fall. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. It's Minnesota. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Conley and Ann are the 1 of the 2. Nas Reed out there with Miller, and it's Shannon in at the 3. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Stan, just how much of a catalyst has Mike Conley been since the Timberwolves got him?
Well, just listen to his teammates, Brian. They talk about leadership, the adult in the room, and he remains a very capable two-way player.
Edwards for 3. Hauser grabs the board. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Tatum. Wing shot on the way. Miller pulls it in. Minnesota has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Here's Shannon. Miller. No dice on the putback jam. The Celtics shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Tatum from long range. Rebound Minnesota.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, it sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling. Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Edwards, the pass to Reed. Knocks it loose. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for Craig. Tatum against Reed. Shoots over Tatum. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
Porzingis, high post. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there are still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Reed. From downtown. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Celtics trail by 6. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Holiday from long range. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside, DiVincenzo. Gets the 3 to fall. DiVincenzo's got 9.
We haven't seen many buckets like that one. These teams have struggled to dial in their shooting.
Yeah, the score is also the result of quality defense. These teams are almost doing more on that end.
Some changes for Boston. Al Horford's checked in for Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown comes in for Hauser. And it's White in for Pritchard. And Minnesota making a change here. Pass to Alexander Walker. From deep three-point land. Boston pulls it in.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Horford, a screen on Ingles. Horford, right side. Oh, getting it done. Horford gets it to go.
Yeah, the moment Horford has the rock down low, good night. I mean, just too many moves from the vet.
Minnesota again missing. Celtics trail by 4. Holiday looking for an opening. They kick it out to Porzingis, and they double up Porzingis. Back to Holiday. 6 to shoot. 4-3. And again, Boston with the triple.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
DiVincenzo with a screen on Horford. Ingles passes to Alexander Walker. The 3-ball. Here's Shannon. They set the pick. Fires from deep. Minnesota again missing. Boston's gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Out to Horford. And there is a whistle. That goes on Joe Ingles. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Horford, a screen on Gobert. Porzingis passes to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. It's Brown on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. And Brown knocking down the triple.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense.
Outside, Ingles. Back to Alexander Walker. Outside, Ingles. He got it up. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Celtics out in front. They lead by a bucket. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
23. Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It has been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Back to Tatum. Pass to Holiday. From behind the arc. The shot off that time. The Timberwolves trail. Stan, a late first-round pick in 2020. Jaden McDaniels, one of the top young two-way players in the league.
Well, Brian, last season he was rewarded with a big money extension. His play tailed off just a bit, but still a key player for them moving forward.
Outside, Brown. Outside Tatum. From outside the arc. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Tatum's got 5 points.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
Celtics lead by 3. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Randall's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Edwards, the pass to Reed. There's the 3. Knocks down the triple. Reed's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Porzingis surveying the floor. Pass to Tatum. And stolen by Edwards. Now here's Reed. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Here's Randall. Again, the Timberwolves score.
And yeah, Randall is absolutely a threat from in between. Something that D has to recognize and adjust accordingly.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there.
And Jason Tatum was fearless on that finish. Went right through the contact.
Reed passes to Randall. Pass to Edwards. Randall, a screen on White. Edwards for three. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's Brown. Puts up a deep 3. Connects from downtown. Brown's got 6. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the 3rd quarter.
Reed sets a screen for 3. Randall drops in the 3. Randall's got 5 points in the quarter.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Tatum can't hit. Minnesota's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Brown with the steal. And they're on the run. Three-pointer Holiday. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Celtics lead by 1.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
Edwards for 3. It's hauled in by White. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 8 in the 3rd. Kick out to Brown. Porzingis against Reed. The baseline J is on the way. Porzingis misses.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Pass to Randall. 12 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter here. The kick out to Edwards. Randall, the pass to Edwards. Second shot opportunity. No good on the shot.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense.
We're at the end of the 3rd quarter, and we've still got a close one. Celtics out in front, up 1. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, that's great decision-making, and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th quarter. We've got Mike Conley, Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and it's Shannon in at the small forward position. Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Conley. There's Tatum with the 3. Knocks down the long J. And the Celtics lead by 2.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Pass to Randall. They set a pick. Fires for 3. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make and 9 tries so far.
And you got to have some confidence to fire back like that. Randall with no shortage of confidence.
Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. Screen by Horford from deep. And again, Boston with the triple. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
And I also have to praise them for their three-point shooting. They're showing a lot of confidence, letting them fly from deep.
And the Celtics making a change here. Holiday is checked in. Screen by Horford. Holiday passes to Horford, and the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Boston's gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the 4th. Screen by Horford. Back to Pritchard. Here's the 3. And the Celtics another 3.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Randall, good.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Pass to Hauser for 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Here's Gobert. Beyond the arc. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Talk about stepping up. I mean, that is a huge three-pointer.
Well, guys who can make big shots at the end of games have become a necessity.
And the shot's good.
You're calling Tatum a capable scorer would be an understatement. He is an elite offensive talent.
Randall on the screen. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the 4th. Out to the wing. From deep, Conley drains the triple. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Just a smart offensive player. Conley is aware of when he should look to rise and fire. Whew, I love it. And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Alexander Walker. Off the mark there with a 3. And so Horford will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Tatum with it. Now Alexander Walker defending. Hauser, that's good.
And when he was younger, Tatum would often try to do it all himself. But now he wants to keep everybody involved.
Gobert passes to Randall. Cash!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Puts up a 3. Pass to Pritchard. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Celtics. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Horford. Brown comes in for Hauser. And it's White in for Pritchard. There's 38 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Here's Tatum. Again, the miss by Boston.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And here's Randall. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Randall. Now here's Reed. And here's Edwards. Reed, a screen on White. Shot clock at 5. And Edwards, here we go. The 3, DiVincenzo. Money from deep.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And so it's Minnesota who's... All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
And great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1 spot. Can't finish the one-handed jam.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
McDaniels against Williams. Outside, Dort. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target with his 3. Gobert, the pass to Randle. Back to Gobert. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. To the middle. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. The kick out to Williams. Holmgren in the corner. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Count that one for Dort.
Well, if you're looking for a 3 and D player, Dort plays D, and there's your 3.
For 3, Edwards. Rebound by Williams.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. So the wing on the left. Williams against McDaniel. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
And more often than not, Gilgeous-Alexander would pass on that shot, but he drains it this time.
Randle from outside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Holmgren against Randle. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. And we thank you for the report. It's the three-point bomb. Holmgren's got 5 now.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Edwards looking it over. Knocks down the step-back J.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Gobert with it. Dort covering. And he gets it to go.
And this is where you want Gobert to have the ball.
Thunder have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. DiVincenzo against Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with it. He's got 5. No good from the wing. Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Man, my hands are buttery. DiVincenzo putting the defender in the popcorn machine.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Payson Wallace He's checked in for George. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Randall finds Reed. Let's go. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Taken away by Williams. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Williams gets the bucket.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And then Randall slams it in.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with their lead standing at 6 points. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Oklahoma City?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Alex Caruso out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Williams. And it's Wallace in at the 2-guard spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Fires the 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
It seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Jang, he's checked in for the Thunder.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Thunder.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Oh, that jumper so pure. Gilgeous-Alexander with great confidence.
Reed kicks to Ingles. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Alexander Walker. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, you want to chase him off the three-point line. DiVincenzo able to settle in that time.
Over in the corner, Caruso. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Caruso's got 6. And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. 4-point game. Pass to Reed. Here's Shannon. Shot clock at 6. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Reed with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Thunder with some changes. Hartenstein comes in for Jang. And it's Dort in for Wallace. Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. Fires the 3. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Timberwolves trail by 4. Pass to Alexander Walker. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality
to the regular season.
Wiggins from outside. Second chance shot. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Wiggins. 6 to shoot. Here he goes. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, through the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Gilgeous-Alexander can hit you with a lot of moves. Tricky to defend.
And the Thunder with some changes. Holmgren, he's checked in for Wiggins. And Jalen Williams is subbed in for Alex Caruso. Holmgren against McDaniel. Has to Gobert. Here's Alexander Walker. That 3 off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The size and skill of Dort is pretty unique. It could be really effective at any position on the floor.
For 3, Edwards. That will not drop. Still looking for his groove. He's 1 of 6 so far from the floor. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. And it's a 10-point Oklahoma City lead. Out to Edwards. With the shot. They grab their own miss. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
It's stolen by Gobert. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the rejection by Holmgren. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. Gobert with the defensive effort.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Yeah, he cut off every angle and then got his body on him. That's a Warriors effort.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander tries the spin move. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. Back right after this. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Randall out there with Gobert, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point, drills the three-pointer.
This is what Gilgeous-Alexander does. He attacks you relentlessly.
Timberwolves trail by 8. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty good.
Oh, Edwards flies up and finishes the alley-oop.
The stunning athletic ability of Edwards going up high for that alley-oop.
Dort kicks to Williams. The three-pointer no good.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Three-pointer, Randall. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Back to Dort from the arc. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Dort's got 9.
Gilgeous-Alexander's nothing if not a creator. Make that pass in his sleep.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And the Thunder making a switch here. Joe's checked in.
Number 11,
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Randall passes to DiVincenzo. With the drive. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Pulls it up. Shot by McDaniels, no good. The Thunder leading by 6. Here's Joe. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Edwards against Dort. Edwards making a statement.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let it.
Right side, Dort. It's Joe on the wing, defended by DiVincenzo.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
For 3, Edwards. No good that time. Nice defense from Dort. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. These days in the NBA, no lead is safe. Timberwolves coach Chris Finch said there was a time where you weren't taking 20 triples in a game. It's all down to that. Momentum, too. These guys got into the league being offensive-minded. They get hot. It's a sight, and it's really hard to stop. Kevin?
Chris Finch is right. It's impossible to stop. Thank you, DA. It's stolen by Edwards. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Pass to Randall. Fires from deep. And Gobert kicks to Randall. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. 5 on the clock. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That free throw good from Randall. The overall game of Julius Randall is impressive. He's gritty. He is in there giving it Brent his everything.
Yeah, Kevin, you think about that year where he averaged 24, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. I mean, the only other guys that did that were Will Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, Larry Bird, Russell Westbrook, Jokic, Giannis. All of those guys won MVPs. That's a heck of a list.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Wallace is checked in for Jalen Williams. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dort. Wallace's shot is good.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They're pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Oklahoma City leading by 5. Here's Joe. Out to Wallace. Fires the 3. Back to Joe. Wallace with a screen on Clark. Joe with it. Guarded now by Clark. Williams scanning the floor. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Alexander Walker passes to Clark. Here's Reed. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. They've got Kaysen Wallace. Aaron Wiggins is out there with Alex Caruso. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Williams at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
I'll take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Alexander Walker on the wing. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Caruso kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Williams. Fires for three. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Timberwolves trail by 5. And here's Ingles outside. Oh, they get it back. Jacks up a 3. And the 3-ball is good.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Clark against Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Wallace. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Three-pointer. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Bengals, that's for 2. That misses, had a chance to tie it there.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Clark kicks to Reed. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Over in the corner, Caruso. Offensive rebound. Here's Wiggins. Pass to Caruso. They could use a bucket. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Reed finds Alexander Walker. And here is Ingles. Back to Alexander Walker. To tie it up. Pass to Reed to take the lead. Hits it from three-point range. Reed's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Timberwolves. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Caruso. Now here's Wiggins. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Now that's 17 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Minnesota's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. And stolen by Wallace. Wiggins kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Cason Wallace. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Poked away. Oklahoma City has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Dort into the lane. A wide open look here for Hartenstein. Trains the three-pointer. And the Thunder lead by 4.
Some heads-up ball there from Dort.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Got it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
That is world class.
I've seen that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
At the line for your Oklahoma City.
He's able to hit the second one, and that will put them up by 2.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Edwards kicks to Reed. Back to Edwards. Reed with a screen for Edwards. Pass to Reed. Shot clock at 3. Puts it up from 12. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Important free throw opportunity here, and this is where a young player like Holmgren has got to show that the work is paying off.
And here's Edwards from the arc. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Right side, Williams. off target. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. It was up for grabs right until...
offense through their bigs.
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. The two Jays, Brown at the 3, Tatum at the 4. Holiday at the 1, with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession here.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Boston on offense. Three-pointer, Holiday. Pure from three-point range.
Always reading the angles. Holiday's able to find his shot.
Pass to Holmgren. Dort, a screen on Tatum. The 3 from Holmgren. He drops it from range.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Holiday. Brown looking around. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Sweet little mid-range from Jaylen Brown. That three-level scoring coming into play.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Now here's Tatum. There's the triple. Oh my goodness! He'll go to the line with a chance at a 4-point play. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Sinks the tray.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
A bit ago, Mark Dagnall and I were able to chat. The main topic of conversation, how they plan to guard Jason Tatum. We want to try to make Jason a jump shooter. Avoid fouling, don't let him go downhill. But JT will get his, so let's hope we limit him. Well, that's never easy to do, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Goes back up. Back to Hartenstein. Not enough on that one as it misses.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Tatum, a screen on Holmgren. White, the pass to Porzingis. Shoots over Hartenstein. And that one's good. Porzingis.
How about Porzingis? You can play him as the roll man, or in this instance, use him as the ball handler. How hard is that to deal with?
Holmgren with a screen on White. Dort for 3. Rebound Boston.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Oh, a deep 3 from Tatum. Hartenstein pulls it in. Thunder trail by 5. From deep, Holmgren. Williams from long range. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And the quickness in transition. I mean, I like watching Williams convert in these situations.
Porzingis with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Holiday passes to Brown. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Thunder have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Pass to Holmgren. Williams with the screen. The score now all even. Holmgren's got 5.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander facilitating for his team right now. What a pretty pass.
Dort against White. On the wing, Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Tatum against Holmgren. And it's Tatum missing. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Dort's shot is good.
Well, for Lou Dort, it's all about building confidence from three-point territory. This is a growing part of his skill set.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Here's Oklahoma City now. Big run right now for him, 11-2. Pass to Holmgren. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And the three off target. Hartenstein against Tatum. Outside Porzingis. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Oklahoma City. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
The other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Cason Wallace out there with Isaiah Joe. And then it's Alex Caruso. And then it's Aaron Wiggins. And it's Williams in at the 5 down low. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
Pritchard gets it to go.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy. It takes activity. It takes intensity.
The Celtics with the lead. Here's Hauser. They grab their own miss. The three. Counted from distance. Pritchard's got 6 points.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Joe, pass to Caruso. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
The Thunder have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Wiggins passes to Caruso. Oh, the Thunder, another 3!
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
There's Tatum with the 3. Jason Tatum, he's a sharpshooter.
How about the answer from Jason Tatum? Say it with your chest, Jason.
Joe, the pass to Caruso. Takes a 3. Horford pulls it in. Boston has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the 3-point line in the second. Pritchard. The quick look, no good that time.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Joe misses. For Boston, they've gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Here's Hauser. Hits the 3-pointer. And it's a 5-point Boston lead. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defense is disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Here's Tatum. Williams grabs the board.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Caruso, the pass to Wiggins. There's a screen by Wiggins. Caruso with the bucket.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
The Celtics have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Tatum feeling it out a bit. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Outside Joe. Williams with the screen from the arc. Joe misses.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Here's Craig with the drive. Back to Horford. Pass to Pritchard. Craig on the wing. Back to Pritchard. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Bowser can't get it to go. And for Oklahoma City, they're shooting around 41%. Here's Wallace. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Thunder lead by 3.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the 3. That's a dangerous proposition.
Tatum, good.
Boy, that jumper is as pure as it gets. Jason Tatum, off a pass from his teammate, makes easy work of it.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. The 3 is up. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Pritchard. Craig with it. Takes the 3. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Alex Caruso has been leading the charge for the Thunder, hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You gotta like what Alex Caruso has done in this game.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown, and it's Holiday in at the point guard position. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Brown passes to Holiday for the lead. The Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds in the game. Doris, even as he gets up there in age, Drew Holiday is still an elite defender.
Brian, it's really remarkable how valuable a piece he is. They call him the Swiss Army knife because he is one of those rare individuals that can guard all 5 positions. He understands schemes. He's willing to mix things up. Drew Holiday is elite, period.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. Love seeing these type of results.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Thunder leading by 3. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. And there's a pick. Outside for Dort. Beyond the arc.
This is what makes Derek White so dangerous. Yes, he can score it. Yes, he can pass it. But he is a tenacious defender.
Fires in the triple.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
White against Dort. White, the pass to Porzingis. What a finish from Porzingis.
You have to know how to play pick and roll in today's NBA, and Porzingis has got great instincts of when to dive and when to fade.
Pass to Holmgren. Launches it. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. Tatum can't hit. Oklahoma City leading by 7. The 3 from Holmgren. Jaylen Brown with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Dort with a steal. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Drains the triple. Williams has got 9.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the free throw, no good. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Caruso is checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Pritchard's checked in.
Substitution on the floor.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. 1:52 left in the third. From deep. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Celtics trail by 10. Here's Pritchard. 6 points for him. Oh, he's clobbered. And he'll get 3 shots at the line. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And you know, you look at someone like Peyton Pritchard, Doris, heady guy who doesn't make many mistakes.
NBA, maybe his best attribute in my mind is the competitive spirit and the motor he plays with. He's a fearless shot taker, either inside or from three-point range. He makes excellent choices with his passes. But again, I go back to that competitive toughness.
There's a screen by Jang. Fires for 3. And it's Flagler missing. Boston's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Horford, a screen on Williams. Pass to Pritchard. Shot from the wing, and that's good for 2. Pritchard's got 5 points now in the quarter. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Here's Flagler. There's a screen by Jang. Here's the 3. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Celtics have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Pritchard, the pass to Holiday. Horford, a screen on Dort. Holiday from long range. They get the rebound. Horford finds Holiday. Fires from deep. No luck on that one. The Thunder shooting 40% so far in this one. Here's Flagler. Off target from three-point range. Celtics trail by 5. Holiday looking for an opening. Pass to Brown. From outside the arc. Big hit from outside. Jaylen Brown. Caruso outside. Shoots over Brown. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer. Makes the third quarter comes to a close. Thunder out in front, up by 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Isaiah Joe. Jalen Williams is out there with Alex Caruso. Then there's Lou Dort, and it's Jang in at center, filling out the middle. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Joe. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Boston trailing. Outside Tatum. Cornette sets a screen. Pass to Shireman. To the wing on the left. Here's Hauser, covered by Joe, to take the lead. Hauser can't get it to go. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. They've led by as much as 10.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Back to Cornette. Pass to Shireman. Now here's Tatum. Here's Cornette. Lets the 3 fly. Hits the trifecta. Cornette's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, the evolution of Tatum as a passer is evident. This guy more committed than ever to making the right play.
Here's Caruso. Outside for Dort. Back to Caruso. From deep three-point range. Boston pulls it in. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul of the game. So for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Jang. Holmgren comes in for Caruso. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Joe. White against Dort. Kick out to Brown. Outside Tatum. Launches a three. Offensive rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Hartenstein with a screen on Tatum. Oh, Holmgren, the touch from range.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
Pass to Porzingis. Puts up a three. Drills it from deep.
Embrace the spotlight, KP. Delivery in a big moment for Porzingis.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. And here's Holmgren. Dort, a screen on Brown. The kick out to Williams. To the paint. And stolen by Porzingis. Now the Celtics on the move. Brown passes to Porzingis. Outside Holiday. Pass to Brown. Now Porzingis. Let's go with a three. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Williams from long range. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 5th assist in this one. Holiday passes to Tatum. Porzingis for 3. Porzingis can't get that one to fall. Thunder with a lead. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. A minute 9 left in the 4th quarter here. Pass to Holmgren. This one for 3. Boston pulls it in.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And a fast break now for the Thunder. Outside, Williams. Now here's Holmgren. Here's Dort. There's the 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Huge moment here.
You have to stay calm in these situations.
Dort with a steal. Oh, Holmgren on the climb.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. White looking it over. They kick it out to Porzingis. Oh my! What a shot! Oh, a tremendous 3! We're tied! Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes!
It's so sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. And so the big win by Oklahoma City in a tight game.